Coke, better known as Dudus, was born in Jamaica. He grew up in the tough neighborhood of Tivoli Gardens in Kingston. Tivoli Gardens was a stronghold for the People's National Party. This party had a bitter rivalry with the Jamaican Labour Party. Dudus's father was Lester Lloyd Coke, also known as Jim Brown. Jim Brown led the Shower Posse, a powerful Jamaican drug gang. The Shower Posse gained notoriety for its brutality and involvement in drug trafficking. They were known for showering their victims with bullets. After Jim Brown's death in a mysterious fire in prison, Dudus took over the Shower Posse. Dudus continued his father's criminal enterprises, expanding the gang's drug trafficking operations. He became a powerful figure in Tivoli Gardens. Dudus gained a reputation for being both ruthless and charismatic. He used his power and wealth to gain support from some residents of Tivoli Gardens. He provided them with food, jobs, and even acted as a mediator in disputes. This made him a folk hero to some, but a dangerous criminal to others. Under Dudus's leadership, the Shower Posse became a major player in the international drug trade. They trafficked cocaine and marijuana from Jamaica to the United States. The gang used violence and intimidation to control their territory and protect their business interests. Dudus's influence extended beyond Tivoli Gardens. He had connections with politicians and businessmen. Some even alleged that he had ties to the Jamaican Labour Party, which was in power at the time. This alleged political protection allowed Dudus to operate with a degree of impunity. He became a virtual law unto himself in Tivoli Gardens. The Jamaican government was reluctant to move against him, fearing a violent backlash from his supporters. Dudus's criminal activities and his grip on Tivoli Gardens turned the neighborhood into a no-go zone for the police. He had created a state within a state, further solidifying his power and influence. In 2010, the United States government requested Dudus's extradition on drug trafficking charges. This request put the Jamaican government in a difficult position. The Jamaican government initially resisted the extradition request. They argued that it was based on flawed intelligence. However, the US government applied pressure, threatening sanctions and diplomatic consequences. Facing mounting pressure, the Jamaican government finally issued an arrest warrant for Dudus. However, when security forces entered Tivoli Gardens to apprehend him, they were met with fierce resistance from his heavily armed supporters. A bloody battle ensued, lasting for several days. The violence resulted in the deaths of dozens of people, including civilians. Dudus managed to escape Tivoli Gardens during the confrontation. After weeks on the run, Dudus was finally captured in June 2010. He was caught while traveling in a car with a reverend, disguised in a woman's wig and sunglasses. Dudus was extradited to the United States to face charges. In 2011, Dudus pleaded guilty to racketeering charges, including drug trafficking, conspiracy, and assault. He was sentenced to 23 years in federal prison in the United States. Dudus's arrest and extradition marked the end of an era in Jamaica. His reign had exposed the deep-rooted corruption and gang violence that plagued the country. The events also strained relations between Jamaica and the United States. As of 2025, Dudus remains incarcerated in a U.S. federal prison. He is expected to be released in 2029. However, his legacy continues to cast a long shadow over Jamaica. The country still grapples with the issue of gang violence and the social and economic problems that contribute to it.